everybody, my name is Christiana Cudger, aka number 9, and my position for this project, I was basically over conducting the conversational piece and kind of structuring the class a little bit. And I think it went very well. I was, of course, very nervous about it because, it is Women's Month and I wanted this to be one of the best projects because it is basically about something that empowers women and how there are stigmas around it, even though it is something that's super empowering and super helpful for women of any background for that matter. So I think everything went well. The women came, they showed out, they did what they had to do, and I was super proud to see how happy everybody was when being part of a class. But yeah, any questions?
What was the most impactful part of the discussion for you?
Honestly, I loved our instructor. Shout out to Miss Nia Jackson. She was super open, and I think that's what made the class all the more impactful. Her energy was great. She shared her story with us, and honestly, her story with her background is really what actually touched me. From her saying that she actually had to go through a lot to even get her studio established simply because of what she was trying to do. And even though her goal was to empower women and was to kind of impact women, the idea that people have about pole dancing ultimately affected her ability to get the spaces that she wanted to even get into the spaces that she wanted to be a part of. So, but even with everything that was coming against her, she still did really well, and she has 2 locations. So I think that was really impactful for me. Anybody else?
As someone learning pole, right? Where were some of the connections you were able to see between like your journey of learning pole and the women that came out today?
Honestly, everybody came in and said that they were super intimidated because I was too. I was super interested, and I'm also a very adventurous person. So in my head, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna do it. But in reality, it was kind of like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. What is this gonna look like? Am I gonna be able to land this move? Is this gonna be comfortable? Or even just being comfortable seeing myself do it as well, being comfortable in my body and kind of gaining that self-confidence from doing it. I can tell a lot of the girls when they came in, they were nervous, but once they kind of got their footing going and, they had a crowd of people supporting them, the energy was good in the room. So I think I definitely saw that connection there.
What got you started in pole dancing?
Well, our good sis Shalika, number 8, seeing that she had a pole, and I've always been interested in doing something like pole dancing, so I was like, well, here's my opportunity, here's my chance now to kind of get out of my comfort zone and do something I haven't done before. If she's willing to teach me, I might as well take it. So that was really my big thing. I think I've just always been open to the idea, and I'm a very active person, like I said, very adventurous, so I was definitely willing to get on the pole and try something new, and just, if it was a way for me to enjoy exercising also, I definitely decided to take the chance and do it. What's up?
So, with this event being just more so a private event, right? Women's only, it seems like a lot of the discussions, of course, would be kept in-house. But, it sounds like you all want male engagement as well with this as well. Why should, for one, men care about this project especially if I have no interest in pole dancing? And then 2, what can we take away from something that we may not have heard or experienced?
Well, I feel like men should be interested in a project like this because little do they know, a lot of men's ideas kind of shape women's abilities to do projects like this and do activities like this. And a lot of women who aren't able to try it, 9 times out of 10, it's because they're afraid of how men will feel or how men will kind of view them if they did decide to try. So I feel like men should be open to it. They should be open to coming out and being part of those conversations, seeing what they should change, what ideas or, the way they act towards certain things can potentially change. And then what else did you ask? You said...
So how do we engage with this, or how can we take anything away from this, right? How can we learn more about this?
not gonna lie, I'm drawing a blank on that question. That's a pretty good question. I think the most engaging thing that men can do for a project like this is be open and be receptive to learning what all is part of putting together a project like this. I also think just being willing to listen and hear everything from women's perspectives and hear everything from their point of view, because I feel like men looking at something like this, they would assume that women are kind of just coming together to just be raunchy or just, do these explicit things, when really that's not necessarily the case. We come together in these communities to empower one another, to empower ourselves. And I think if more men were kind of open to being in those spaces, then they would see how maybe their wives or their girlfriends could change or could benefit from doing something like this also. So. Also, shout out to Candace, our health and wellness individual. We miss her. We couldn't do any of this without her. So yeah, thank you.